Afternoon, everybody. I'm doing a video review here for my BagsMart Blast Travel Backpack. This is the 38-liter pack here, and I'm gonna point the camera down here so we can get into some of the stuff that's in it. I bought one of these for my wife, the 28-liter. She wanted the smaller. I guess 6 to 8 months ago when we started traveling a lot more. I travel a lot for work, and I've gone through a bunch of backpacks. Tons of different ones by Oakley, a couple others from like OGO and Swiss Gear. All great bags, but after seeing my wife's use of her BagsMart Travel Blast Backpack, I decided I was going to give this a try. I was really impressed with her smaller virtual version with all the pockets and everything that it's got. So with that, I wanted to, go ahead and kind of go over the pros of this. So this is the 38-liter one. So this has the expansion zipper that allows you to get it a little bit deeper for storage. And then the big difference that it has over the other is in the main compartment here, you get this clamshell waterproof sealed pack where you can put like your toiletry items, colognes, whatever, anything you're worried about spilling onto your clothes down in here. So let's start with the outside and then we'll come back to it. I went with the navy blue because I have a lot of black backpacks and my wife told me to get something different. She's not wrong, most of mine are black or gray. So I really like this navy blue color. So your outer material here is it's like a soft shell ripstop mix. Reminds me of like the tactical pants you would get that I have from Under Armour or 511. So it feels like it's really durable. My wife has traveled with hers to and from New York on flights, trips to Texas, etc. for the last 6 months. It's gotten heavy use and it's not scuffed up or everything. It fits well under the seat on the airplane. And she's able to pack a lot of stuff in it. She usually brings 2 to 3 days of clothes in her 28-liter. And I travel pretty much on a weekly basis, about 50 to 70% of the year for work. So this is gonna be good for me. I think, and I'm about to start my first set of adventures with mine coming this week. I'll actually be gone. I'm gonna go from New York to California, Mississippi back, and then back to Ohio. So I'm gonna put it through its paces, several road trips or plane flights and some short-term stuff. So definitely looking forward to trying it. So what I really liked about hers compared to, say, my Oakley backpacks here, this is the Blade. Nice backpack, waterproof, etc. But what I liked about this that a lot of the other bags I've seen don't seem to have, even the bigger Oakley bags that I really like the design and the aesthetic for, is the number of pockets in here for organization is really, really good. As it says on the site, you get a bottom pocket here for your shoes, so you can put your boots or flip-flops or whatever, quick change of shoes, slippers, whatever in there. You got plenty of room. I really like that. I can see that, when I travel for work, usually when I'm on a Friday, I'm getting on the plane, so I don't want to be in my work clothes anymore. So I want to change when I get to the airport, get back into my comfy clothes, long sleeve shirts, some shorts or jeans, and like maybe flip-flops or, your slip-on shoes, whatever your comfort shoes are, where you might wear, like I do for work, steel-toe boots or something like that. Well, I can put them in here easily, keep a change of clothes in here, and switch over and be very comfortable very quickly. So, everybody shows theirs, the videos they show on BagsMart show them with, a basic build out and everything, or like empty. I wanted to show it with my use case to give you an idea as a traveling IT person, how this bag might fare for you. So, so you have the top pocket here. If you're standing at it, if it's on your back, you're standing it up, you have this top pocket in here. I decided to put like my sunglass cleaners, cleaning cloths, and charging cables, etc. It's a nice deep pocket. My whole hand is down in here, comes down to about right here. And again, it's that ripstop type material on the outside, a soft fabric on the inside. They all look the same. Nice, hefty, quality zippers. Really like that. So that's the first pocket. Then you have a side pocket here under that. And I carry notebooks for work, so that's quick and easy access. You just pull them in, pull them out, and there's plenty of room in here to put more if I needed to add a third notebook, for example. I could easily take that one, and it fits in there. I'm hitting up against a different one, so apologies, but it gets in there, no problem, and then you just pull it up closed. All right, so If I needed to add another notebook, I could. I don't need that one right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that back, but they fit very well. Okay, so that's your front side pockets. Then you have the top pocket here, 2 zippers. Open it up, and this is a nice deep pocket up top. You get a little interior zipper pocket, so that's where I'm gonna keep like my chapsticks, my medicines, headaches, stuff like that in case I need it. And then my mouse, my game controller, my charging cable. It's nice and deep. I can still fit plenty of stuff in here. I've got that stuff in there and can close it, and there's plenty of room. So I really like that you can have that, and it's got a little like a little wedge or web to keep stuff from spilling out on the sides. And it's got double zippers, nice quality zippers right here. Heavy integrated webbed lift pocket here. Really like that. All right, then we'll flip it around to the back. So on the back, they show you've got this small, simple pocket right there, nice and deep. That's my passport right in there. I can put my wallet right there. Easy for me to grab to and from, showing the TSA folks what they need. And then I just put it back, no problems. It has the strap to go over your extension handle for your suitcase. Porter, we're not playing. Go. Porter, stop. Go. And then you've got your straps. Now the straps have your extension to go across your chest, and they come up really nice. Again, that same ripstop style material, mesh padding. This is the only area that I can see where I'm waiting to find out, long day comfort, how it's going to fold out. And then since we're on the back, now you also have your, I'm looking for the other zipper just to make sure I've got it, your laptop section. So you pull these 2 down, and there's your laptop section. Okay, so for me, I've got an Alienware gaming notebook right here. There's an additional sleeve right here if you wanted to put something else in there. But there's enough room right here where you can put a whole nother second laptop in here, which is an IT guy. I usually have to travel with 2, one for work, one for personal, things like that. Has a nice, strap that goes over, and I can fit my second laptop in there, no problem. And then on the opposing side, you've got these pockets. Well, there's my iPad. There's my security credentials. I can put my pins right there if I need to, etc. So I really like this. This is very well designed. Easy access. You can fold it out all the way, or you can just treat it, basically you can make this as easily accessible as you want. You just open it a little bit, reach in and grab it, or you can fold it all the way down flat, whichever's easiest for you. And again, you get 2 zippers, nice heavy pulls to go all the way around. They move very easy and seamless. So I feel like these are going to be good quality. Again, I've seen my wife's usage of them. She's pretty rough on stuff. So, and they last well. All right, so now we're on the side, and on this side, on the one side, you've got another pocket. So again, we're more storage. You can put your chargers or whatever you want in there. So I'm gonna keep my easy access charger right there, and I can probably I'm gonna put another one in there at some point. But that's my one I whip in and out on the plane, headphones, whatever. But there's a side handle that's integrated, has multiple stitching right here, just like your top one. Really good and locked in straight. So like that a lot. And then on the sides you have your straps here, which I don't think I need these, but then my wife reminded me of a couple of use cases she used them for with her travel, and I was like, you know what, I think I will end up using those then. If you're carrying a blanket to travel on the plane because planes get cold, or a jacket or a sweatshirt, whatever, you can disconnect the strap, roll up your sweatshirt, your blanket, whatever, and then clip it back in there with the straps that are on the side. And okay, well now you've got it's yet another storage option avenue for you. And before we get into the big compartment, you have the same straps on the other side, and you have an expandable water bottle holder here, and it's got like an elastic strap right here that stretches to conform to your stuff. So you could put a nice big, Yeti or Stanley or whatever your brand of choice is, drink cup right there with a lid or water bottle you get in the airport, and you got room for it. And if it's tall, it'll get contained by the strap. If it's short, you're fine. The only thing I would have added if I was them was I maybe would have had like a clip from here to here. That way if you have something smaller, you could still use this as an additional pocket if you're not carrying a water bottle. Or made it Velcro. That would have been, you know, have a Velcro piece here and a Velcro piece here, which you could do. You could do that yourself. Add like a piece of Velcro on each side and then sew it in. No big deal there. And then lastly, before we get into it, if you're that person that needs that extra 10%, which is what the 38 liter gives you, there's the zipper right here that expands, and it expands the backpack even further, gives you more room. So that's nice, and it comes all the way around the backpack, and you get that extra percent. I don't need that right now, but it's great for if you're going to be traveling and you check your suitcase and you're not sure if you're going to, you know, suitcases sometimes make it and you don't because of, you know, airplane staff shortages, things like that. So in today's day, it's always good to carry, you know, your medicine and maybe a change of clothes just in case. Go. Sorry about the dogs, folks. They're being babies. Babies being babies. Okay, so I'm gonna flip it around here now. And lastly, the last outer pocket is your main storage compartment. Now I've got everything in this bag right now currently that I had in my old bag. And my old Oakley bag, which I really enjoy, has a protected compartment and everything like that. But I have a lot of room left over compared to my Oakley bag. So inside here I've got, you know, my chargers for my laptops, I've got my extra cables, but you've got the straps for your clothes, so I could put a change of clothes in here, a pair of shoes, you know, whatever I need, I can easily put in here, and there's plenty of room. And the nice part, like I said, is you get this waterproof pouch here, so I can keep a toiletry of like a thing of toothpaste and my toothbrush and maybe like a small travel shampoo, deodorant, stuff like that. And with airplanes and pressure, things sometimes burst. I have a nice sealed pouch, so if they do, they're not going to get on my electronics, they're not going to get on my change of clothes. That you only get that in the 38 liter. So if you don't need the extra space necessarily, but you want to carry some liquids that you're worried about breaking, those kind of things, tiny shampoos, this feature right here is only in the 38L size. So definitely recommend that. And then, like I said, the pocket itself, this is really deep, lots of storage. I can fit my boots in here. I can fit, you know, several laptops, you know, whatever you decide you want to put in here. For me, I usually, like I said, carry a jacket with me, and I'll keep you know, a spare pair of shoes in that bottom compartment, like my flip-flops, for example, in the summertime, so that when I'm done with my meetings on a Friday and I'm ready to fly back home, I just change to my comfortable clothes, keep my comfortable clothes in here, everything else can be in the suitcase, and then you switch it out and you're ready to go. So yeah, I'm very pleased with my initial inspection of the backpack, loading it out. Only thing left for me to put in here is my sunglasses, my wallet, and my car keys, and then I'm loaded up as if I was for my other stuff. And it's, you know, still got plenty of room where I can put that spare pair of clothes in there and a jacket or something like that. So very impressed. Good quality build, material, not too flashy. It's definitely got a ton of zippers and quality zipper pulls. These are those nylon ripcord or drawstring tabs, so they're not gonna break very easily. They're in there, woven through there very nicely and securely. So each zipper is through, each pull is through the zipper, nice and secure. It's not just on, but it's actually woven through the eyelets. I'm trying to show it. And then the zippers aren't metal, they're a heavy duty plastic. And you see they move effortlessly, high quality there. The only cons I see immediately that I would like to see, just personally from an organization standpoint, I don't like to have a bunch of things just loose and hanging around. So I would have preferred, and you can get some fairly easily or do some Velcro or something like that, some type of bands or what do you want to call them, like poles that hold them together so that they're not just all flailing out. I don't really, that's just a personal preference, nothing bad, just I would like to have seen that. And then the only other thing is maybe harden this top compartment or add another compartment somewhere that's a little bit more hardened for things like eyewear, whether it's reading glass, whatever, that would be protected so that it's, you know, not crushable. So that, you know, people's reading glasses or something glass nature like a cologne, whatever, doesn't get crushed. But otherwise, I really like it. It's got the breathability down here for moisture, so if you put something in there, like shoes that are wet, you know, the moisture won't stay in the backpack, it'll drain out. So yeah, this is the BagsMart Blast Travel Backpack 38L. They make a 40. They make it in a mesh version. I really like this ripstop material version. Normally priced at $75, and right now you can get it for $63-ish because they're doing a sale for Labor Day and promo. So if it's something you haven't, you know, you've been looking at but you weren't sure if you were gonna like it, I personally would say give it a try. My wife has had nothing but good things to say about hers, which is why I pulled the trigger on it. I'd never heard of the brand, but because there's a lot of different companies now in the backpack, you know, traveling market. You know, whether that's your big brands like Thule, Dakeen, Oakley, OGO, whatever. I mean, they all make fantastic stuff, but you know, there's a lot of new companies like this, like BagsMart, that are making things with some different ideas and technologies built into them, ways to improve the travel game. So I think that's great. As somebody who travels a lot for work, I think the backpack's gonna last me a long time and suit my needs very well. You know, I have a backpack back here called the Oakley kitchen sink, or the big kitchen sink, and I love this backpack. It's a great backpack, but it doesn't have a lot of organization. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets, where this has 17, I think it is, total pockets. So the organizational capabilities are much different by comparison. I'm trying to look at the exact number of pockets, but I want to say it's 17. So with 17 different pockets compared to 7, it gives you a lot more organizational stuff. Now obviously the more pockets you have, the more subdivision of space you have. Maybe you can't put as big objects in there. So again, it comes down to dealer's choice, what you're looking for. But again, I can only go off what I've seen firsthand with my wife's version, and the only difference between hers and mine is I went with the one with the 10% expansion in case I need the space, because I tend to carry around more stuff than she does because of my job. So yeah, I'll report back in the comments after the next 2 or 3 trips to see how it's started to hold up, what I thought, maybe, you know, maybe some things I would say were improvements that need to be done for someone in my particular use cases, like a traveling engineer, traveling salesman, something like that. But otherwise, really impressed. Love the color, love the material, love the organizational options. Out of the box, feels like a very top-notch product. Was delivered fast to me up here in New York, and I'm looking forward to giving it a try. So have a great day. I hope if you were looking into buying this, I hope you find this review helpful. Have a great day.